Dr. Spurgeon, the surgeon, blah, blah, Houston. Since CBDCs are meant to replace fiat, do you think they may try to kill crypto by not allowing it to be purchased with digital currency? Uh, I don't know yet. I think right now the CBDCs are specifically for bank-to-bank transactions. I talked about this a little bit with Buzz Margin Call yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Um, the big problem with cash is that it weighs a lot and it's a pain in the ass to deal with. So when you have these big central banks, you've got huge cages in the vault full of cash and gold and stuff that is assigned to all these different banks. So there's, 100 banks in America. You go to a federal bank, there's 100 cages representing each one of these different banks who are members of the Federal Reserve. And when clearing happens at the end of the day or end of the week, end of the month, whatever, they look at the cash and they okay, the cage of Wells Fargo owes $100 million to the cage of Chase Manhattan. The Bank of America cage has to send $50 million over to the, I don't know, U.S. bank cage and so on. And then they literally take pallet jacks and they take the pallets of cash and drop them off from different cages. And then boom, everything's settled. With the CBDC, you've got this giant room full of cash, and you can just electronically allocate that pile. It doesn't have to go from different banks. You just know that there's, okay, we've got $10 billion in cash in this vault. It belongs to the federal bank now. And then we divvy that 10 billion up according to this central bank digital currency. So everything can get resolved without some poor guy physically moving cash back and forth across a room from cage to cage. That's the initial use that they're going to be using it for. So it's going to be just bank-to-bank transactions and see how well that works. And that's going to be sort of their proof of concept. And if it can go beyond that, then you'll probably have a cash and CBDC system, at least for a while, because the U.S. economy needs the ability to ship cash around the world. We're not going to kill cash right away because, a digital currency isn't going to work in rural Nigeria. It isn't going to work in the jungles of Burma, right? You need physical cash for those places because they don't have the electricity, they don't have the internet infrastructure, and so on. And so you can't ruin the selling point of your fiat currency, that's the global currency, if all of a sudden you pull the ability of all these rural places, which is 2/3 of the world's population, from being able to use your currency to make purchases. Dollar's king, man. So they're going to have a two-part system for quite a while until they can raise up the infrastructure of 2/3 of the planet. So that's what I